What's going on, guys? Aero here, and guys, with Pokemon Sun and Moon less than a week away from coming out, I figured now would be a good time to talk to you guys about the team that I'm going to be using for when I play through Pokemon Sun and Moon for the first time. So now I'm just going to be talking to you guys about each Pokemon that I'm going to be using and giving you guys a small reason as to why I'm using them. But I'm also really curious to see what teams you guys are going to be using for when you guys play Pokemon Sun and Moon as well. So definitely be sure to comment your team down below and I'll be sure to reply to you guys and see what you have to say. But without further ado, let's get started. So my first Pokemon is obviously going to be my starter, which is going to be Incineroar. When we saw the starters for the first time for Pokemon Sun and Moon, which now feels like ages ago, I really liked Litten. I think it was a really cool Pokemon, and I've been using a grass type starter for a while now. I think I used Snivy back in Gen 5, then I used Chespin back in Gen 6, so I figured now would be a good time to get a new Pokemon type for my starter Pokemon. And you know, I really did like Litten's design and everything from the initial reveal trailer for the starters, and so I'm still going to be sticking to Litten. I'm going to be having Incineroar on my team. Really happy that it's finally going to be a fire and dark type and not a fire and fighting type. I was really worried about that. I might have had to choose something else if it was actually going to be a fire and fighting type, because I just really didn't want that. But as long as it's not, and it isn't, I'm really happy. So yeah, that's going to be the first Pokemon on my team. So the next Pokemon that's going to be on my team is going to be Pikipek. And now I've actually chosen every single bird Pokemon, the regional bird Pokemon, ever since I played Pokemon for the first time. I've had Pidgeot, I've had Noctowl, I've had Swallow, I've had Staraptor, I've had Unpheasant, I've had Talonflame, and so I obviously have to have the Gen 7 bird Pokemon as well. I'm not going to put any spoilers or anything about the Pokemon and what it evolves into, because I don't want to spoil you guys on it if you guys want to find out for yourself. But I'm just going to be telling you that I am going to be having Pikipek and its full evolution line on my team. So yeah, that's a really cool Pokemon that I really want to see, and yeah. Alright, so the next Pokemon I'm going to be having on my team is my grass type Pokemon. And so when I designed my team, I didn't want to have any Alola forms on my team, because even though they're, considered kind of new Pokemon because they have new types, I don't really consider them new Pokemon. They're just sort of new forms. I mean, it's in the name, Alola forms. It's just new forms for old Pokemon. And so I still want my team to be an all Gen 7 team. So I'm not going to be having any Alola forms on my team. So I couldn't have an Alolan Exeggutor as my grass type. And so there's not that many actual grass type Pokemon that are in the Alola region. There's not that many new Gen 7 grass types. I mean, the only ones that we have are, Decidueye, and obviously I'm not an Ash Ketchum. I'm not going to be having all three starters on my team. And, the next one is Serena, which we saw evolve from Bounsweet. The next one we have is Lurantis. And then we also have an unrevealed Pokemon, which is also a grass type as well. I'm not going to be showing an image of that for you guys if you don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, it is there. You guys can look it up online, But anyway, out of all of those three new grass type Pokemon that they have introduced, the one I'm going to be picking on my team is going to be Lurantis. And I think that Lurantis is a pretty cool Pokemon. I like how it's an all pure grass type, and I think it's a cool Pokemon. I like the design for it. I think it'll be a cool physical attacking grass type Pokemon. It already gets a move called Solar Blade and stuff like that. So I can't wait to see what kind of cool moves it's going to be able to learn. And so yeah, that's going to be the grass type Pokemon on my team. So the next type of Pokemon that I'm going to be having on my team is my water type. And now this was actually a really easy decision for me. When I first saw this Pokemon revealed in a trailer, I knew that this was definitely going to be my water type. And of course the Pokemon that I'm talking about is Wishiwashi. Now I think that this Pokemon is just so cool, and I really like this Pokemon just because of its ability. It's such a cool ability, the whole schooling ability where Wishiwashi is able to transform into this really large school form, and then it's able to transform back into this small little normal form. I think it's going to be so cool to seeing how this ability is going to work and how I'm going to be able to use it. And I think it's just a really cool, unique water type Pokemon, and so that's why I'm going to be having it on my team. So the next Pokemon that I'm going to be having on my team is Vikavolt. And so yeah, this was a really cool Pokemon when I first saw it revealed in a trailer a while back. You know, when I first saw Grubbin, I was like, yeah, this is just the generic bug Pokemon of this region. It's probably gonna evolve into some butterfly or bee or something like that. But when I saw Vikavolt, I saw that really cool beetle-like amazing design, and I knew that this was definitely a really cool Pokemon that I needed to have on my team. And so I really like the whole combination of electric and bug. I think it looks way better than Galvantula in my opinion, and so this is definitely a cool Pokemon, and so I'm going to be having it on my team. And the last Pokemon that I'm going to be having on my team is Como. And now this Pokemon is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon from the Alola region. I always have pseudo legendary Pokemon on my team. I've had Salamence and Garchomp and all those types of Pokemon in the past, and so I definitely need to have the pseudo legendary for this region on my team as well. And so you guys know that as soon as I see a Jangmo-O, I'm definitely going to be capturing that Pokemon and trying to get a Como as fast as I can. I think that this Pokemon is just a really cool Pokemon. I really like the design for it, and I really like the typing for it. You know, having a dragon and fighting type is just going to be so cool to seeing how I'm going to be able to use that type combo when I battle. Obviously, Fairy's going to be able to wreck me, but even though I'm going to be weak to Fairy, I think it's going to be a really cool combo, and I can't wait to see what types of moves that Como is going to get access to. You know, maybe if it can learn like Super Power, or it would be amazing if it could get like moves like Close Combat or something, but whatever the moves it can get, I think it's going to be really cool. And yeah, it's definitely going to be like my strongest Pokemon on my team. You know, like the pseudo legendary is going to be the strongest Pokemon on my team. I usually make the pseudo legendaries like my ace Pokemon anyway, so it's going to be you know, a pretty strong Pokemon. And yeah, so there you guys go. That is my entire Alola team that I'm going to be using for when I play through Pokemon Sun and Moon for the first time. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to click that like button because it really does help me out. And like I said before, definitely comment your team down below for what team you're going to be using for when you guys play through Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I'll be sure to reply to you guys and see what you have to say. And yeah, if you guys want some more Pokemon Sun and Moon content on this channel, Nintendo content, then definitely be sure to subscribe. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero, and thank you so much for watching.